What's up, gang? Word for the day with Coach Webb. Hopefully everybody's doing well. All right. The past few years, man, I've been hearing everybody talk about he's a dog. I'm a dog, playing like a dog. But I often ask myself, what kind of dog? Guard dog, a hunting dog, a yard dog, a stray dog, small dog, a poodle dog. What kind of dog is he? Be more specific. All right, we want to pin that up. Um, what makes an athlete? 50% showing up, 40% being coachable. All right. 10% is that grit, that determining factor, determination. I think this is where everybody's getting that dog reference from. All right. If all skill sets are the same, what separates us? It's going to be that determination, that grit, so to speak, or that dog that everybody keeps referring to. All right. If everybody's big and fast, what separates us? Are you going to fight to the end? Are you going to claw to the end? I had a coach, Coach Matthews, long live Coach Matthews. I can remember him saying, man, even when you're going down with that last scratch, you scratch him across his face and you let him know who he was in a fight with. That's the dog we're looking for. The person that's going to fight to the end no matter what. We have to drag you off the court. We got to drag you off the field. We got to drag you off the volleyball court. It doesn't matter. Your teammates are picking you up. All right. How do we get there, coach? What does that look like, coach? Competitive character. So what that means is somebody that has high ambition, they're resilient, they focus on success, and they're dependable. Though the competitive character, those are those guys that you can, or girls that you can look at left and right, and you're gonna say, you're gonna get the job done. You're not worried about them because they show up every day and they practice like it's a game. That's where you're gonna get that dog in. Excuse me. That's where that dog is gonna come in at. Is if you're able to practice like a game. I heard Gino Ariama say, if we're practicing at a high intensity every practice, when we get into those championship games, yeah, we might come down a notch, but our bad days are way better than their good days because we practice at such a high intensity. All right, so do me a favor, all you dogs or want to be dogs, start practicing that game speed. Then guess what you'll notice in the game? You're going to cut down on the cramps. Why, coach? Because I've been running hard at practice. I've been running hard all week long. Guys catch cramps in the game because they've been going into third gear during the week. Then they get in the game on Friday or Saturday. They want to go into fifth gear. Now we're catching cramps. Am I saying it's going to eliminate cramps altogether? No. But name how many games you've ever seen Jordan, Kobe, or these guys that practice at a high intensity come out of the game because of cramps. All right. Lastly, the high intensity, the high achieving, the high and thinking athlete, guess what they're focused on? The process. They're focused on one play at a time, one possession at a time, one quarter at a time, and to the end of the game. All right. They're not anticipating, they're not looking ahead. They're in the moment. Okay. So do me a favor. Go figure out what kind of athlete you want to be and how much work you're going to put in. The determining factor is going to be that grit. What's going to separate you? All right. I'll end it on this. I think I mentioned it already, but Coach Bob Knight, I would take the smart guys over the talented guys any day because they're going to do exactly what we ask. All right. So have a good day. Take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you later.